Well, after the tragic news yesterday, do you think that deterred the traffickers from sending boats across the Channel today? No, not a bit of it. And indeed, the first migrant boat came in to Dover Harbour at 4:15 this morning. That was followed by another one, and then the weather deteriorated, and these are pictures from very early this morning in Dover Harbour. After that, the weather became too bad, and it's going to blow pretty hard for the next few days, but the next time it's calm, I would predict that nothing has changed. From the British press's point of view, it's all the blame game. It's all the fault of the French. Macron has got blood on his hands. But the truth of it is, the real reason people are coming isn't because the French are beastly, it's because the pull factors to the UK are just too strong. The way we treat and look after people who illegally come into our country is quite extraordinary. 4-star hotels, free dental care, free health care. You apply for asylum, and indeed, of course, you then go through a process that can last for many years, and even if your application is refused, it's extremely unlikely you'll be removed. Add to that the vast size, sadly, of the illegal black market economy in Britain, and you can understand why people want to come here. Are we any closer to a solution? That's really what I want to ask you, the audience, today. Well, I don't think so. You see, language says an awful lot. To me, the right term for those that are coming across the Channel is illegal immigrants, because that's exactly what they are. But that's been considered by many to be impolite. So the word migrants has been in common use. And Priti Patel, who herself within the last few days has been saying these are economic migrants, not refugees, has now changed her language completely in response to being challenged by an SNP member in the House of Commons today. And she says, my statement on yesterday's tragedy in the Channel, after that I've reached out again to France to offer cooperation on joint patrols to put a stop to these lethal journeys. Our Nationality and Borders Bill will address many of the pull factors for people crossing the English Channel. So even from our supposedly tough Home Office secretary, no longer will she even use the word migrants. No, she's going to call them people. No doubt it'll be heroes quite soon. When you see a softening of language like that coming from Priti Patel, you know very little is going to happen, very little is going to change. The offer to send, whether it's police officers or the British Army or the Royal Navy over to France to help the French stop these launches is going to be refused by the French on the grounds of sovereignty, although maybe worth noting that in the last century they did rather welcome uniformed British people, but hey. And even if we did send thousands of people, there will still be migrant boats that take off from those French beaches. All the while, the pull factors of coming to the UK are as high as they are, and the chances of deportation hovering close to zero. I don't think we're any closer to a solution at all. Let me know, please, what you think.